Hi everybody, welcome to day 22 of my 30-day watercolor portrait painting challenge. This is the final week, and in this video there will be 8 or 9 of these little segments, so I'll try to make them quick. Today I chose to do one that was intriguing to me because I didn't realize that I took it. But it's still very, very typical or traditional to how indigenous women dress. And actually, one of my cousins brought it up that in my pictures and in my travels and in her travels, it seems like the women are the ones that keep the traditional dress more than the men do. And there's probably a couple reasons for that, but I think that one of the main ones is because traditionally, and I mean this traditionally, it is what it is, the men are the ones that go out of the country, out of the where they live in the countryside to the cities to get jobs, and usually they get judged based on their looks, because I mean that's what happens anywhere. So they try to change their appearance and their clothing to fit in more of the standard, and usually they lose their typical dress apparel thing. But the women don't, because like it is the way it is. This is not me being sexist, because I believe women should work on everything, but the reality of these communities is that they usually don't leave. I mean, and I have pictures of women who are dressing in more of the mestizo westernized dress, and the little girl in pink that I painted twice. But it's not common, because they usually don't, even though like nowadays, of course, there's a lot of families that live in the cities and everything, and all of that is changing. But I'm just saying, how it is. And honestly, the indigenous people get judged really harshly, and it's not just something that's true about Ecuador, it's true about any of the Latin American countries, and it's true about the US. I suppose I haven't been to Arizona or to the communities where they are more prevalent, but I'm assuming that it's the same thing. So anyway, I'm gonna leave you guys with that, and you guys will see the end result of this. She is super, super colorful, and I'm just in the beginning, but I'm about to go to dinner, so bye. Hi everybody, welcome to day 23 of the 30-day watercolor portrait painting challenge. Today, I'm just really happy. Honestly, it's Sunday. I think I've been getting a lot more rest because I've seen that the more I rest, the looser I am when I paint, and which brings me better results versus when I'm nervous and I'm like, oh my god, I can't do this, I don't know how to do this, and I get all jittery and weird. Anyway, I'm really happy that I am close to the finish line. I'm so happy that I've had so many people participating in my Instagram, because that has motivated me. And also everybody who has bought a piece, you guys have no idea how much you guys have motivated me to keep going, because there were a few times there where I didn't know if I could. And I mean that seriously. I mean, first week with the eye thing, and I got really soaking wet one day when I had to go to the dentist. And then a bunch of times because my hand and my shoulder would get cramped up and stuff. But just seeing that people were still there responding and I don't know, participating, it really has made a world of difference for me, because it allows me to share what I do and what I love. And you know, I wouldn't be doing what I do if there wasn't people out there who wanted to keep viewing it. And I'm grateful for that, and that keeps me on pushing myself to do more. And today's piece is one that is kind of, it's a play on one that I already did, but it's a different person. And I wasn't sure if I was gonna do this one, but if I said, like, you know, might as well try it. It's a close-up of this lady who is either saying hi to somebody and going like that, or trying to block the sun from her eyes, or just being shy. And I really like it because I was able to bring out the, well, I'll show you. I'm pretty far along. I haven't done her eyes yet. I usually leave that for the end, but I did change it a lot because the poncho shawl thing that she's wearing is, in the photograph it's white, and I changed it to red. It's a lighter wash of red right now, but I'm just sort of like trying to get a feel of where the whole thing is, and then I'm gonna add some more layers and then, you know, get it more defined and stuff. But I like it when it's like big clear shapes where I can just go at it. Anyway, thank you so much. You guys will be seeing the results for this. There are 7 more. Hi everybody, welcome to day 24 of my 30-day watercolor portrait painting challenge. Today I wanted to, well, I didn't know what I was going to talk about to begin with, but then I knew what photograph I wanted to base today's painting on. And when I started doing the drawing, which is usually what happens and when I get my ideas, I saw that this older man who, again, I've had this picture for like 9 years. He has a distinctive trait in his nose. He has like a little dip, and I have the same little dip in my nose that it's like in the bridge of my nose. It like goes really in and then out. And anyway, that's a trait from my grandmother, my maternal grandmother, my mom, brother, I think my sister, but hers is a little bit less noticeable. Well, at least all 3 of us and my grandmother have it. But this reminded me of my 8th grade English teacher. She came in one day, and I don't know why, we were talking about indigenous descents and how she had, you know, ancestors that were indigenous, and she started telling us about how there's 2 different tests that you could do if you want to find out if you have if you come from an indigenous bloodline. And the first one is that a lot of the indigenous people, they have a trait where the 2 front teeth have like a little dip. So when you flick it like your 2 front teeth like that, it makes a sound. And when you don't have that trait, then your teeth don't make any sound. I don't know if you guys can tell, but mine does do the flick, and my mom's does the same thing. I haven't asked my dad, and I haven't asked him to do it, but I'm pretty sure his side has it too at some point too, because like I said, all of us are mestizo, all of us are mixed. And then the second one is there's a gap between the middle finger and the ring finger, and it's because you can't, like, you put them together like just in a relaxed pose, they don't, again, it's like if I do it like this and I try to get it together, then they'll stay together, but it takes an effort. Usually people don't need to do that. Mine has that little gap. That's the other one. Again, my mom, my brother, I think my sister have the same thing. Can't ask my grandmother because she's not alive to do it. If she were alive, she'd be turning 102 or 103 actually this July. So she died when she was 82. And I don't know that I knew that then. I don't think so, because I met my 8th grade teacher when I was like 13 or 14 and she died when I was 12. So yeah, anyway, that's what I wanted to tell you guys and show you today's painting. It's a lot more advanced, has a lot warmer tones, and I'm doing a background which I usually don't do, but he needs kind of the contrast because otherwise he's sort of washed out, and his teeth are a little, well, we'll see. Okay, I'll see you in the next one. Hi everybody, welcome to day 25 of my 30-day watercolor portrait painting challenge. Today I kind of wanted to, I guess, bring up the whole theme of color because it's one of the big things in the paintings that I make, that they're very colorful and everything. And I remember it's come up from people that aren't familiar with me, I guess. But like, I don't know, it was strange. And I've had it said to me a couple of times in a couple of different ways. But the way that it was said to me the first time I heard it kind of struck me as strange. Because I've been making colorful paintings since I was in college, since the very last year in college actually. And that was 9 years ago. And oh my god, it's gonna be 10 years since I graduated soon, or next year. Anyway, this guy, he comes up and he says, oh, you must be very bold, or I don't even know if it was that guy or some of my professors, but I know I've heard it repeatedly. And I think it comes with the territory and not having been to many other different countries or know of very many different cultures, that you associate color with boldness, because style in the US, unfortunately, isn't very colorful. And so when people do choose to wear very bright colors or poppy colors or whatever, it comes off as, I don't know, confidence. I don't know. It's still kind of strange to me. It doesn't make very much sense, because like I've said throughout this whole entire challenge, I grew up seeing these women and men and children and everything wear such bright colors. So to me, it was not weird, and it was not strange, and it wasn't associated with identity or personality or anything. It was cultural. So bright colors, I mean, it's like seeing black and white here in the winter. You don't find very many colors. It's normal here. Just like there, it's normal to see lots of bright colors. But anyway, that was that was the thing, because this painting, it's the same lady from the video that I did on the International Day of Women. I really, really like her clothing because it's so bright, and especially her shawl that she's taking off. I haven't done her face yet, but anyway, that was the thing that I wanted to let you guys know, that color is very much more cultural based than personality based. If you see people, don't assume. I'm not saying that I can't be bold, but anyway. Hi everybody, welcome to day 26 of my 30-day watercolor portrait painting. And I'm so happy I'm very close to the finish line. I really like seeing the results, but I also enjoy going at a slower pace, like not so many at once. But then maybe if I think too much about it, then that can ruin things. So anyway, I'm just really excited that I'm almost to the end and that I'm actually choosing to do pieces that I've wanted to do for a really long time. It's really the only way to keep it interesting and to keep me interested in what I'm doing. I don't know if that happens to you guys, but the more interest you have in something, the more effort. And this whole challenge has been one, challenging, but very surprising at the same time, because I've never done anything like this, and it's rewarding in itself, but it's also been intense. And yeah, I need actually, I've worked out that I need at least 7 hours to work functionally. So that's one thing. And yeah, I'm getting a lot more rest because that helps me do better work. And anyway, I'm really happy that I've done all of this, and I'm so happy that you guys will only have 4 more of these, and then I'll be able to make your gift. So and there's a lot more surprises that I look forward to making, and any suggestions that you guys have, I'm also open to any of those, so please let me know. Oh, and I wanted to show you guys today, day 26's piece. I'm pretty far along. I really love her hat. And I am editing some stuff, like her poncho thing here is actually white, but I didn't want to, compete with the white that she's like. She has a tie thing, not a tie. She has a thing tied to her chest. It's usually where they carry the barley and stuff, so I didn't want that whiteness to compete with her shawl. It would have washed her out anyway. That's some of the things, little secrets that I chose to do in a few of the paintings, especially when they were wearing white. There's 1 or 2 people that I didn't change. The one from yesterday and the girl that's like carrying the axe and a whole bunch of stuff. Then she's smiling. I love that one. But anyway, see. Hi everybody, welcome to day 27 of my 30-day watercolor portrait painting challenge. Today I gotta apologize about something. I usually film these in the middle or close to the middle of my paintings, and today I completely forgot. I don't know where the time went, but I think it's because I got so caught up in the progress. I was making a lot of progress and I just didn't want to stop. And I didn't realize that I hadn't filmed until I finished it. And well, yeah, basically I finished the painting, and I guess what I enjoyed about it is how I didn't know how it was gonna turn out. I did a lot of layers on the face, as you guys can tell, and I've tried to do this. I don't know if it's something to do with the camera or lighting or what, but there are a few paintings where their skin is a lot darker, and sometimes it's hard to catch in the camera, but in person they're a lot the colors are a lot richer. I think that's one of the problems with watercolors, that the lighting kind of washes them out sometimes. But anyway, this is like the first girl that is so serious, and again I changed the color in her poncho because it was white, and I didn't want the white color of her clothing to wash her out. She has pretty everything else, like the necklaces that she's wearing, they're all like plastic bejeweled with green and stuff, and it looks really good against her skin. Anyway, again, I'm sorry that I didn't film this earlier. Kind of ruined the surprise, but it's well, aside from the ones from last week, it's the only one. Hope to see you in the next ones. There's only 3 more of these, and I will be letting you guys know how you guys can subscribe. Welcome to day 28 of my 30-day watercolor portrait painting, and we're down to the last 3. I am so happy, so tired, but really happy that I decided to do this challenge, because it brought out a lot of things I wouldn't expect. It challenged me a lot in the medium. Like I've said before, it's not a medium that I am super familiar with. I work more with acrylics and oils. At least that's what I majored in college. Of course, actually in college about it. But anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself and not sticking to it. The piece for today is one of, it's like a second portrait of the same girl that I did on day 20. And this is the little girl who had the front tooth that was coming out, or she had her tongue in the middle of the tooth, the gap. Anyway, I just really like this little girl. I have like 3 different pictures of her that I want to explore, but this one was one that I was mostly attracted to doing. And she's carrying a little bag that is known as a shigra. It's the indigenous name for it, and they're usually sold popularly in like street corners or artisan fairs and stuff like that. And I used to have like a whole bunch of them, and usually men and women carry them around, and they're like purses, but they have like different designs and stuff. So anyway, but she looks like she's exploring, and she has her fingers in her mouth, and I think she may have fallen or something, because she's like sucking on her finger for some reason. I don't know. I mean, little kids, right? They can be really weird. But anyway, I thought this one was really fun. The little girl, like I said, is so charming in the pictures, and I hope in the painting when she comes out. I haven't done her face at all. I'm kind of scared. But I'll see you on the next one, okay? Hi everybody, welcome to day 29 of the 30-day watercolor portrait painting challenge. So happy. Oh my god, I don't know if I'm happy because I'm so burnt out or what, but I did want to mention that I'm very happy for everybody that has been following along, and I'm probably burnt out because it's been like 3-4 weeks since I've had an actual weekend. One thing I wanted to show you guys, the second to last painting, which is actually the same people from the second painting that I did in the challenge, but the lady is doing something different. In the first one, well, actually, why don't you guys guess what was she doing in the first one? And well, you'll see in the ending, but I wanted to show you guys something that I ran into. As you know, watercolor is kind of something that I know how to do, but I haven't done as much because I'm more used to and into acrylics. And sometimes the reason that is because, as you see right there, I sort of made a mistake in the little tassel thing between the purple and blue. And I wanted to let you guys know that one of the things I don't see myself doing in the future, and I haven't done in any of my my previous videos of anything to do with art, is like the time-lapse things, because they give people a false sense of how much time an artist spends doing their work. And I value quality over quantity and like spectacle and being internet famous and everything, because I honestly don't care. Like, I want to do my job well rather than get all the hype over it, because I know there's a lot of people that can paint really fast, but it is a question about quality over quantity. Probably spent like 15 plus hours doing certain stuff. Depends on the medium. In watercolor, the reason I don't do it is because, well, in general, why I don't do it is because I don't like having something on top of what I'm already doing when the actual work takes a lot of my attention to begin with. So don't see that happening in my near future. Time lapses are, I might do a live if you guys want me to do, but time lapses is not my thing. Like I said, it takes me from 5 to 7, 8 hours. I mean, it's gone down. At the beginning, I was taking like, I think like 10 hours it took me to do the first painting. And it's because it's a hard medium to deal with. You have to wait, seriously wait from one layer to the next to dry, and that's why that thing happened right there. So anyway, I just wanted to let you guys know that my views on social media and art and how it's hyped up, because I understand people want to get noticed, want their work out there. I just prefer my name to be associated with something that's worthwhile, with it's like, that looks good. Not necessarily that you know how I got there, even though like I've said, I post updates on my Instagram feed throughout most of the days, either 1 or 2 updates every single day of every single painting that I'm working on, and sometimes Hi everybody, welcome to day 30 of my 30-day watercolor portrait painting challenge. Oh my god, I got here. We got here. I'm so excited, and I decided to celebrate by dressing up a little bit because, yeah, there's not much that we can do in terms of celebrating outside and everything. So anyway, just a way to cheer myself up, and to, I don't know, it was an idea. Anyway, I'm so happy to be here. I'm so happy I'm at the end of the challenge, and if you guys have followed me along, thank you so much for following along all through this whole 4 weeks of painting and different portraits and my rants about art and why I make art and how I make art. And anyway, the last painting, it took a while for me to choose one, because like I've said, I have a lot of portraits that I want to explore doing in bigger paintings, and I also want to be able to make bigger ones and surprise people, so I don't want to repeat stuff. So there are a few that I will want to do in the future and explore more, and there are ones in the challenge that I did throughout this month that I want to make into acrylic paintings and make them big and make them impressive, and yeah, take my time developing them to my full potential. But I still didn't know what to choose, so I chose to repeat, like I have in the past, a character that I did towards the beginning that I really liked, and I have several pictures of a lot of the people doing different things or in different poses or with different people, and this little girl showed up on Easter Sunday, so I don't remember what day that was. Maybe that was like the 16th or something in the challenge. And she's the girl that was carrying that whole load of wheat, and she was holding an axe, and she just looks so much full of joy and everything. And I love her face and her expression in that one. And this one is like a quieter piece where she's sort of like either pulling something out of her teeth, which could be, or she's like intrigued and like just going like that. Just kind of what I feel like right now is that I'm so happy to be here, like I told you all, and I have no idea where I'm going from here, and that's half the fun. This next couple of months, like April, May, June, I will be looking for a new home, and I'm so excited to be doing that. I'm gonna look at the first one this Wednesday, and so 2 days from when I'll be posting this, and I'm so happy. I don't know where I'll go, but I'm not too worried about it, to be honest. I know the universe has helped me before, and I'll go with wherever that takes me. And as far as my paintings go, this will be the last of the watercolor series. For now, I don't expect doing challenges this long in the near future because of the whole moving thing, because my life will be a little crazy for the next few months, looking for a house, moving out, and then moving there, and then unpacking and everything. And I am open to doing some commissions. If you guys have been seeing my work for the past 30 days of everything that I'm capable, and I'm honestly capable of a lot more. I like taking my time with things, and if it weren't for the fact that I did put a limit of 30 days, it would have taken me 60, to be honest, or more. But I knew that I couldn't take that long, so I didn't extend it, and I knew that I was gonna be burnt out by it by the end, and I calculated about 250 plus hours that I spent this past month painting and making the videos and editing and making the posts and everything, and without counting the fact that I took all of the pictures that I used as sources. So just an infinity of hours, and it takes a lot of time. A good cause, and I do want to share what I've been doing with all of you, and that's why I'm asking you all to subscribe to the newsletter so that I'll be able to send you the free mini ebook in your email box by April 21st. So this Wednesday, I'm thinking afternoon Wednesday, but we'll see. I think that I'll be done making the book by Tuesday. But tomorrow I want to spend my day retaking pictures, editing some of the paintings, and then re-uploading those pictures to my shop. You guys have 2 days to vote, or actually 1 day to vote. Today, Monday, be the last day at 11:30 p.m. Eastern time, because I need some time to develop the book and make that emailable to you, and you guys just have to subscribe, put in your emails, your name, your last name, and then we'll be all good. So thank you for everything. Thank you for your support, and I hope to see you soon. Take care. Love you. Bye.